Hello, hello, hello. Something's not right here with my stream today. Hmm. Am I streaming or am I not? That's the question. Let's see. Okay, so that's my stream for today. Okay, I can hear myself, so I guess I am live. If anyone is watching right now, please do let me know. Hmm. 3rd of October. That's not that. Okay. Okay. I'm starting to see myself right now here. Okay. I am going to draw something on the chart and see if I can see that on the screen. Yeah. Okay, so I will assume you can see me. That's weird. Okay, good. So let's start today's stream. Today is 23rd of October. It is day number 3 of the challenge, $0 to $1 million per year trading stock market. And we are just before the opening bell, 4 minutes to the opening bell. And I really do hope I am recording this as well. Okay. So 3.5 minutes to the opening bell. I was meant to start the stream a little bit earlier to talk about how to select the right prop firm for your purposes, etc. But unfortunately, due to technical issues, I had to set up the stream, etc. So let's start the trading session. And like I said, if we have time later, then I will talk about the prop firms, how to select the right one, etc. If you are new to the series, then in the video description below, there will be a link to the introduction that talks about the plan, the math behind the idea, etc. Okay, so this is super important. You familiarize yourself with it to know where we're going, why we are doing this, etc., and how we are going to achieve this. So, a couple of things that we need to look at on the charts. This is my 1 minute chart you are looking at right now. And this is the main chart I am executing trades from. What's going on here? So this black line indicates the opening range gap, meaning this is basically the high of the gap. This is the level where we actually closed yesterday's New York session. So the gap is, we are open, we are going to open probably around somewhere here. So the gap is about 30 points. We might as well just go straight up, close that gap and get it over with. So we'll see if this is going to happen. That would also align with some liquidity that is resting here. That happens to be just outside of the weekly opening range gap. So I'm going to mark this on my chart as well. That's liquidity. That's going to be minor buy side, and this is today, so 23rd October. My laptop a little bit. 1 minute to the opening bell. Do I have live data on all charts? Yes, I do. And the daily chart, I do have it as well. Looking at the daily chart, it seems like we may be going down, maybe even as low as 24,600. We'll see. Okay, so do we have any liquidity? Okay, so we do have some sell side liquidity just below these lows here. I'm going to mark this like that. This is minor sell side. 23rd October. Okay, stream quality excellent, hedge excellent, so it should be alright, hopefully. Opening bell. Okay, so let's go and see what's gonna happen. Okay, so we are attempting to go higher. Let's see where we opened. We opened here. So our opening range gap is from today's open, which is somewhere here, to the gap. This is our opening range gap, important level. Opening range gap, 23rd October. So let's mark this on our screen. I think this is gonna get closed now because it's just a small gap. Weekly opening gap is here. So this is the low. So we are actually bouncing off the low. So we may not close this gap. I think this is a really small gap, so we should be able to close it, but we'll see. Weekly opening gap low and weekly opening gap high is here. This is London low, 23rd. So this is London low. We already took these lows. We have London highs here above us. Let's see. Okay, looking at the structure. Somebody is calling me. It's perfect timing. Looking at the structure, we broke this structure to the upside. We took this liquidity. Now we are moving down. So okay, so we already used this order block here. So we broke up, broke to the upside. Then we moved down. This was really good entry here for a long. And now we are moving higher. Now, where could we bounce from? This down candle, potentially, which we did. And now we are going higher. Okay. Daily opening gap is here. This is the low. This is the high. There is lots of things going on here because that yellow area is the volume imbalance on the daily chart. I will add the daily chart, the 15-minute chart, and the 5-minute chart to this to the view on the stream as well, so you can actually see what I'm seeing. But again, I need a little bit of time to do this. So it is looking like it wants to go higher for now. Bigger picture. Let me take a look at the bigger picture now. 15-minute chart. 15-minute chart. Okay, so the 15-minute chart actually dumped. So yesterday I ended up stream saying that during the lunch hour we could go up and then continue downwards. We did not go up so much. We just continued to dump and we closed the 4-hour gap that I mentioned yesterday. So that's good. We do still have a few gaps resting below. So the area from 24,669 to 24,541 would be an area of potential dump for today. There are two gaps on the 15-minute chart that are still not closed, and there is liquidity pool resting at 668 to 4668. So that they might want to actually take it today. We'll see. No news today, unfortunately, again. So double check, but I don't think. Thursday, initial jobless claims. Okay, so there is something. Let me refresh this. Thursday, 26 existing home sales. We've got some news at 10 a.m. New York time. Existing home sales. It's Thursday, right? Yes. Okay. So 10 o'clock we will look out. Shouldn't cause any major movement, but you never know. So 10 a.m. Let's mark this on our chart. What are we doing here? Okay, so we are working that opening range gap right now. I can delete that black line. Need that. This is the high of that gap. We do not have the first presented fair value gap just yet. So we wait for this. There is a nice liquidity here, so I think they will grab it. The question is, where do we go from there? Okay, we do have some liquidity, bigger liquidity resting at 25,126. That would be here, 128 to be exact. And that would be the London high. London high and liquidity. Okay. Yeah, so we have closed the gap. Right now, we are going for that minor buy side liquidity, and we do have the London low at 23rd of October, which is today. So let's see. Now, can we bounce off that? I mean, I wouldn't take the short here, to be honest, because the structure on the 1 minute at least is bullish. On the 15-minute chart, we have broken the structure to the upside, to the downside. I'm not sure, I wouldn't take the short here probably. Might be interested taking short at around 25,112. Um, Maybe I should take a short from this level. I mean, we are taking this liquidity. Okay, let's observe. What's the volatility like today? Okay, not bad. Not too bad. SI is bullish, but getting oversold. Okay, moving up. So this is, at least for now, bullish. Now, where would we enter for continuation? I would probably not want to get a continuation trade here. Okay, let's see the 5-minute chart. I think we may actually go down from here. Okay, so we taken this liquidity now. If I am to take a trade here, I would like it to go a little bit higher. Okay, I think I'm gonna take a okay, I need to close my workspace and reopen the trading because I can't change the contract size. Okay, so very small trade. I have not entered just yet. I'm just looking at the price action. Okay, sell. Let's see. Very small trade. Let's see if it works out or not. I will probably be, because we've taken this liquidity here. It's like maybe 20, 30 points. Nice. Come on, give me. No, don't bounce here. Can we dump a little bit more? Okay, I'm moving to break even because we may be moving up from here. 13, 14. Dump a little bit more, please, for me. Just a little bit more. Come on, you. No. Okay, so that's going to be probably break even. Shall I take 10 points here? 10 points is not a lot. 11 points. Where is that? 0.54 at least. Okay, that's better. Oh, come on. 0.54 level. That's the top of the opening range gap. If we could go there, then I'd be interested to take the profit. No, not this time. Okay, stopped out. So break even trade. Let's go back to a stream. Let's put this in one. Break even trade. For reference, so we did enter after the liquidity grab here, but unfortunately it did want to continue a little bit higher. So let's watch this. I think we are still kind of approaching our limits here. At least on the 1 minute. This is a big gap on the 15-minute chart. Shall we try? I want to try another short here. Now it's moving quite quickly. $9.51. I think it actually may want to go a little bit higher, maybe to the London high. Where are we going, Nasdaq? Okay, pushing higher. I am tempted to go short here, simply because of this order block, but the structure is definitely bullish. So that would be a risky trade. Wait and see. Ah, there is a nice liquidity here. Let's see. It's a level 25,130. So that would be in 1 second. Good. Okay, 10 a.m. is almost here. I'm so tempted to go short here. So tempted. We took this liquidity here. We may actually leave this one for later. I am aware that the fact that the news are coming at 10, small news, but still. Let's see if we can take this liquidity here, London high. Take the London high for me, please. Five, 2. Mm. Very good for me. Okay, so the liquidity has been taken. I think I'm gonna stay here. That is a risky trade. I am still not in. I am looking for something to bounce off here. Something to work with. Price is here. $79. Okay, moving higher. So I think I'm gonna sell here. Okay, I'm in. I will, this is a very, very small position. Let's see if we can add to this position a little bit. So I will open this up. Okay, I want to open this up above 200. So my hard stop would be just above 200, something like that. And I would like to add to this trade around 180 potentially. Let's see how going against the rules works out. Usually not that good. Let's see. Okay, so I was hoping we are going to bounce off that gap here, which is what we are doing. What time is it? 52. Value gap. One. Okay, let's see if it works out. 20 points, and I would want to be out, ideally. And let's see, this is London high. this area would be perfect to bounce off if it bounces around 100. So that's where my take profit, ideal take profit would be. Let's see if we get there. Maybe yes, maybe not. For now we are waiting. We did not pay attention to the opening, the first presented fair value gap. Where was it? Here. We need to put it on R. So we actually bounced off it. Presented fair value gap. And that is going to be 23rd October. Okay, let's see how this is going to work out. Number one. At least 120 should give us a nice profit. If we go a little bit down from here, if not, then I will close my position above 200. 208 is the absolute maximum. Okay, so it seems like we are moving higher for now. 203, we have quite a decent, maybe I should open it up a little bit, we'll see. Okay, let's wait and see. Quite a strong price action. Interesting. Okay, 3 minutes, 2.5 minutes to 10 a.m. Hopefully we're gonna see at least some reversal at 10 a.m. But maybe not. I did not add to the trade here simply because of the quite strong price action. And the question is, should I close the trade here at break even or should I wait? I really want them to test this down candle here. Sorry, this down candle. So we'll see. Switch to this screen. Maybe like a quick dump would help us a little bit. Wouldn't mind. Okay, almost 10 a.m., half a minute. 10 a.m. Let's see what's gonna happen, and I will move this to 10:10. Okay, so it seems like we are bouncing off that gap to go higher, which is not to my preference right now. I need to see the breakdown, just below this structure. We do have quite a lot of gaps here. We have this gap, switch to the stream maybe. We have this gap here. We have a lot of gaps that we made on our way up. And these are, okay, it seems like we are moving down a little bit. So should we take 20 points? Come on, move. Okay, so we do have small break of structure on the 1 minute at least. So let us see. Are we gonna continue from here or are we going to dump? I don't particularly like this trade anymore. Let's see. I would like to see the test of this down candle here. This candle here. That would be a good potential exit. Unless we see a strong dump, which does not seem like we are going to get. So let's watch. I will actually move this a little bit further away, just in case we dump hard. We are a little bit overextended here. So let's wait. Let's see. But to be honest, I would like it to dump from here. It is about time. Definitely not going up. Not the time to go up. And this small gap here. Still waiting for the decision here, which way we are going. Okay, let's get ready. I don't like it now. Really don't like it because we used this down candle. Unless we really dump from here now, I would be probably exiting this trade sooner. I will move my stop to break even, which I can't do right now. We will wait for another trade, okay? I no longer like it like that. I think we will have a chance to enter higher. So right now, we used this candle. Although if you look at this, this is the similar trade to yesterday. I'm gonna regret this now. Okay. Another break even. Okay, so yesterday, the one that we did not notice, I think that is what may be happening now as well, is we created higher high, then we created lower high. No, this is slightly different. If we had this candle going a little bit higher, then this would be my perfect entry for short. If I only waited, it's gonna hit my target now. So my target was around 120, isn't it? Well, good idea, bad execution. That happens. Yep. Yes, see emotions again. I should be a little bit more patient. How low did we go? 122, almost to my target. Almost. Now, what is going on here? Break down. So now the question is if we are going to go lower from here. The higher time frame posture is definitely bullish, at least for now. This one here right now would be potential candidate for short, continuation short here, or this line here. Okay, creating order block. This is almost 10-10. This is really similar to yesterday's price action at 10 as well. Let's move to the yesterday's day. But overall posture was bearish here. See, we had higher high, a lower high. We had this candle here, this volume imbalance here. We bounced perfectly from it. We broke the structure. Okay, we moved up, used this order block as resistance, and then moved down like 200 points. So this is like very, very similar, to be honest. I wonder if this is going to work out like that. Okay, so the target, original target is hit, definitely. Probably even more. That's nice of you, Nasdaq. Thank you very much. Unfortunately, I did not have enough patience to wait. However, yeah, the situation here is a little bit different because the overall posture of the market was bearish yesterday, but now it's bullish. So it's a slightly different condition than yesterday. And I have a feeling we may use one of those order blocks as a trampoline to go higher. Let's see. This gap here is interesting, and this is a first presented fair value gap, which overlays with the opening range gap as well. There is something tiny here. 16th October. Lots of things going on here. Okay, if we are to go down, then this is the point to bounce off somewhere in the vicinity of this candle. structure on 1 minute is definitely broken. Here we have this, just like yesterday. We do have this small volume imbalance here. And down. I could take a little short of this line here. 156. If we get there. That is a risky trade. Because, like I said, the structure of the market right now at least, well, not on the high time frames, but that's a tough one. Okay, what's going on here? It's tempting to go short here. Interesting to see all these wicks here. Wow. That's actually potential to go long from here. Because we did get this a little bit higher high, maybe too small. Could that be the trade of the day again? I think we will test this gap. Maybe even as low as this gap. If we go down to this vicinity, I may be taking a long from there. But there is so many gaps on the 5-minute time frame. It's a little bit scary. So it seems like, at least for now, that we are actually using this volume imbalance to bounce off. The volume imbalance, if you don't know, is basically the gap between the two candles where no price action was taken. Yes, so here we have this gap. You can see the bodies do not overlap each other. Okay, between this candle and this candle. Same thing here. We have this volume imbalance here. Okay, and when we have the volume imbalance, because the markets are efficient, we need, for this to become balanced, we need the pass up and pass down. So you can see we worked this here, up, down. So this became balanced now. Okay, we delivered the price up and we delivered the price down. So that could be interesting in the future. Okay, so damn. So see, very similar structure here. If it was as yesterday, if it wasn't for the fact that we actually broke above the highs on the 15-minute time frame and 5-minute time frame, then I would probably enter short somewhere here. Or if I at least kept my short, that would be nice. But I didn't. Okay, potential area to bounce off here. Moving down. Where do I want to catch this falling knife, if at all? Okay, candle number 6. We are not printing bodies inside of this fair value gap. We almost perfectly bounced from the mid of this gap. 3. Tomorrow we have a lot of news, so the market should be moving more predictably, maybe. I am actually quite surprised because we did have decent movements this week, which I did not expect. We had nice movement up on Monday, then consolidation or range on Tuesday, then big drop on Wednesday. And so far, we may see actually the move up today. I notice there is a volume imbalance on the 1-day chart above us, which I need to have on my charts as well here. So let me add this. Volume imbalance daily, and that was, at least for now, it may get closed, but we'll see. And gone. Is this opportunity to short here? Okay, so that's added to my chart. So that here, that yellow area here is the volume imbalance, at least for now, on the daily chart. It seems like we are moving up, at least for now. Not out of the woods just yet. So this potentially could have been a good entry. We do want to see the part of the gap left open, but ideally I would like this middle of the gap touched. It didn't give us that chance to enter here, even if I did consider entering here. Okay, so we created higher high now. Low. Might be targeting this volume imbalance above us as well. Let's see. Okay, note that line and that volume imbalance, that small volume imbalance here. I'm gonna delete that. Gonna remove some of the old drawings. This level is still relevant. We have 1030, which means initial balance is set now. So let's have it on our chart. So the lowest point is going to be this one. And the highest point is going to be this one. A potential long could be interesting somewhere in the vicinity of this candle. Somewhere in this level here, the blue shaded area. We have quite a lot of things going on here, but I'm not sure if we are going to get this opportunity. And now we have broken the structure. When we move to the upside, we have created higher high. Now I think we need a higher low. And the best place to do this would be in the vicinity of this blue shaded area. We'll see if we get it. And then we will consider. We have again volume imbalance here. We have a big gap here. So, and we have some volume imbalances here and here. Let's see. What are we bouncing off here? Is it this candle? See, that is a little bit too high to enter. Because we are still in the premium of this move. Certainly in the premium of this entire move. So in order for us to consider the entry, we would have to go down below 0.5, the midpoint of that entire move. Not necessarily. That structure here has been broken and we have this line here. So it could actually go to the upside, but again, my knowledge is not yet there in order to enter this trade like that. But I can see this potentially what is called a bullish breaker, this formation. Okay. Potential first entry here. If we didn't enter here, we wait for a break to the upside and then enter somewhere along this line here, which is the perfect entry here. A short, small scalp from here would give us 20 points already, but again, we did not do this. So let's see. Maybe that's all we get for today. Okay, at least we are green, $1. $1 on the day. Oh my god. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this formation here. Just a sec. Okay. I'll take a screenshot of this for future reference. Okay, so now what's going on now? We are moving above the initial balance. There is a potential trade cooking on the 5-minute time frame. And that is if that 5-minute candle closes above this high, strong, then that would be potential to go higher. So let's observe and see. But again, we are approaching this high resistance area as well. Which I don't like. So let's see how we close in 30 seconds. I will have to put it on. If we do close it like that. Let's see. If we get the fill, we'll give it about 15 seconds. And if we do get the fill, okay, a little bit more. And no fill. Let's take it off. So no trade here. Going back to the charts. So now I like that 5-minute trade. But there is clearly no fill above that 5-minute candle here. Just yet, at least. And we are going down. Now, where are we going now? So, broke that high. Oops. We broke all the highs. We do have this order block here, and that looks very interesting to me. We also do have this one here, which looks interesting to me. So, this one. It's dumping quite strong. Let's see. I might take a long. Well, this is now clearly bullish structure. Yeah, I think I'm gonna take a punt here. And if we go to that level, I will put my buy limit order here. That is if we get there. And that is a big if. Okay. And my stop would be somewhere around 30. Might as well go to this one here. Well, I might get stopped out on this trade, but that's okay. Let's see. Ooh, wow. Come on. Oh, shoot. One. Damn you. Okay. Nah. Oh, no, I'm going to chase this. No, I can't chase it. Or maybe I should. Oh my goodness. That was so stupid of me. Okay, let's see what's gonna happen now. And that was so stupid. Okay, we may at least get something out of it. I'm gonna do maybe 202, something like that. I have to be ready to move to break even now because I have a very bad entry price here. Let's see if it's gonna. It should start moving higher now, unless this was just a fake out. Let's see. Okay, 13, 14, 16. That's definitely break even now. 20 points. Come on, move a little bit higher. Move. That's gonna move higher now, hopefully. Come on. Come on, you. Move. I am ready to close this trade. That should start moving. It's a little bit slow going through the top. And I think okay, let's give it a second. I want 30 points out of it. Am I too greedy? Let's see. That is looking good so far. We need to push higher from here. Okay, nice. It's open. Please don't dump. I am trying to be patient here. I am trying to be very patient here. But my patience is running out, especially as we are getting to that blue shaded area. And that is not pushing. Okay, we have the push. 26, 27, 28. Sell it. What happened? Did it flip me? What's going on? I think we got like... that's weird. What happened here? So we entered here. Or did I press the wrong button? I have no idea what happened here. I know. Okay. So I will have to see the platform data, but I think what I did here is I entered here, then I entered, instead of exiting, I entered one more time here. I think that's what happened. I pressed the wrong button, the hotkey. And then I noticed that and closed the trade entirely here. So we lost a few points, unfortunately. 95, 94. Yeah, we lost a few points, but that doesn't matter. So that's 1050. That's going to be 11. So now I will tell you what I did. And I am definitely not happy with it. So what I did is I told you, let me just put in the chat. So I think we have 640. I can't do the math today. It's my calculator. 21 points. Okay, that's a third trade. Okay, so now this looks like it's going to dump, but it should not. Maybe it should. Anyway, let me explain what I did. So I said I would be interested in entering long from this point. Okay, that's the middle point of this down candle, which is a order block. Okay, we did move from here. We broke the structure to the upside. So I said I'm going to enter from here. Now, when you were watching this screen and as the price was going down, I decided I will move this entry price to this level. because I wanted a better entry. So I broke my own rule here, and the market quickly went down to the midpoint of this candle. My entry point was here, so it did not fill me, and then it very quickly moved up here. Okay, so I had to enter basically above this candle, which is obviously chasing the trade. If I kept that was buy limit order, if I kept this here, we're supposed to get over 50 points from here. That was absolutely stupid of me. And that was another emotion, which was greed. Okay. So yeah. So unfortunately, we did not get 50 points, we got half of it. So we entered 25,170, 25,170. We exited 194. 194. Don't break your rules. Rule number 1. Okay, so let's put this trade in the journal. I should make a separate video about this trade because that is exactly what we should not do. So today is 23rd. Trade journal. Select the proper file. Pictures, screenshots, instrument, strategy. What was the profit ratio on this? At least one. One win. How many points did I say? Was it 24 points. 24 points. Somewhere around this number anyway, whatever. Okay, so comments. Let's put some comments in. Perfect trade entry idea. Mean threshold of the bullish order block. Okay. Kropka grid moved entry point 2 below body of order block and did not get the fill. Then chased the trade and entered above the doji, missing out on 50% of the profit. And then I messed up my exit as well. But that's okay, still profit. Profit is profit. So win, we have all the data. 23rd win, 1-1, 24. That should be 2-1. Sorry, 1-2 risk to reward. Anyway, save the trade. Let's move on. So that would be 2 good trades already today. One trade would be the one that I actually moved the stop loss to break even. and then it dumped. That was somewhere here. And the second trade, perfect entry here to the tick almost. And unfortunately my entry was here, so well, my bad. Okay, so now what is going on? Did we break the structure? We did not. Okay, we are still here. I think we may create lower low now. We'll see. Let's extend this line. What's going on here? So we worked that wick now, and I trust that would be a lower quadrant. Almost to the tick, okay? 0.75, that's lower quadrant here of that wick, of that wick bouncing off. So that could be potentially another trade here, but again, I was making notes in my journal. 11 a.m. now. So are we going to see the breakout now? It seems like we are going to get it finally. Not. Unless we create lower low, obviously here. This cannot be considered break of structure to the downside. 11 a.m. Although it's tempting to take the short here. On this line. There is a volume imbalance. Okay. So this could be higher here. So no wonder we are bouncing off it. But I think it's short-lived. I am a little bit pissed off with myself today because I should not move this line, my entry line. That's pissing me off because that would be an absolute textbook. I waited for it. Okay, see what's going on. So this is now, if it closes like that, this is a lower high. So probably not a good idea to take a long to the upside here. I would not want to take the long. I need to see what is going on. More price action here. I think we don't need that. We still have that gap. And we still have this. Okay. And we have a gap here. We use this gap to bounce. So higher low, higher low, higher low. So far higher low. But in this run, this is the first lower low here. So I would be cautious here. Plus on the 5-minute chart, the price action looks shitty. Look at that. Just going up and down, up and down. So I wanted to enter off this candle, then broke the high. But I did not get the fill on the next candle. See, I wanted to enter above this candle according to my system. I did not get the entry. It dumped, it moved up, it dumped even more, moved up, now it's dumping. So that is definitely not something we want to trade. I would like to enter one more good trade today, but we are starting to run out of time. This is 11:30, which is the lunch macro. So I don't like to trade this, to be honest, and I don't want to sit here in the evening later on. So let's see if we can get anything. That could have been potential, like a very quick scalp, maybe even like 10 points to the daily opening gap. Would have worked out for 20 points as well, but that was a risky trade. Okay, now we dump below the initial balance. Let's see. That is definitely not something we want to trade. Looking at the 15-minute chart above, there is an interesting order block above us, which I will add to the chart. The 15-minute. It's a 15-minute, the bearish, old bearish order block. There is one right above as well. So we may get some bounce of it if we get there. Let's keep an eye on it. Show you this on the screen. Still a long way to go. Okay. Grab it. Syncing layout, there it is. Okay, so it's right here. But that's still 265. It's almost 100 points above us. So let's not worry about this. Once we break this resistance here in the form of these nested gaps and New York low on the 21st of October, then we pretty much have a clear sky up until this level. So let's see if this is an accumulation to go higher or distribution to go lower. Because we broke this high, so they may be actually distributing here or accumulating. That's what I don't know just yet. If someone knows, please enlighten me. So I'm not gonna trade it. See that first presented fair value gap is still relevant. See how many bounces and we are working at the gap here. 2nd October. Okay. Higher high, a lower high, again lower high, but we don't have a major or visible break of structure. Anywhere. This trade I am so angry about. That would give us 50 points, which is pretty much our target for the day. Have only like 25, 21 points, something like that. Okay, something I did not notice before. There is a gap here, which may be something to bounce from. And there was a gap here as well. Then got inverted. Check this. So we are kind of entering, here is the discount area, okay, below 0.5 on this move. That lower high worries me a little bit. So where could we be heading? Break of structure potentially. If we dump hard to this gap, maybe that could be potential entry somewhere here. Ideal scenario would be to enter somewhere on this candle for a scalp long, because that would mean break of structure as well on the 1 minute. So the midpoint of this candle is 75. You really need to be precise with these measurements, because the algorithm delivers the price pretty much to the tick. Okay, so like we've seen here, it went 2 points, 3 points below, which is nice. Not sure how accurate my measurement here was. Let's measure this entire candle. Let's measure the body. So the midpoint was a little bit higher. That. Okay, dumping again. Okay, so we have if that wick wasn't here, I would treat this as a break of structure, and then I would enter short here, and maybe even add to the position again here. But since this is still higher high, okay, see, this is the first kind of lower wick, I would say. I'm not sure if this can be treated as a break of structure here. To go lower, time will show. It's 10, 11, 10, so the market should start running somewhere, hopefully. The question is where? We have a lot of gaps to the downside, so my bet would be we go to the downside first, at least a little bit. maybe take down these lows, this for this low bounce of that gap. Ideally go to this entry line here, if we are lucky, but I don't think we are so lucky. Okay, for now we entered this gap, we bounced off it. I mean, I guess this week here, I wonder if this can be treated as a break of structure, because the bodies are laying beneath those bodies. In which case, that could be the entry for the short. And that will be pretty much again down to the tick with very little drawdown. But again, this is beyond the scope of my knowledge right now. So let's wait. 3 trades so far. One was break even. The second one was break even too, which should be a profitable one, but unfortunately I closed it. Was not patient enough. And the third one was a winning trade, 21 points. 21 points. 21 and a half points. That should be really 50 points, but unfortunately I was too greedy and I moved my entry, which is this line, to just below the body of that candle. And I did not get the fill. Okay, that should be that in the center of this candle. And that would be a really nice trade. Okay, so what is going on now? So we created lower low, lower low. We are bouncing off this gap here. The daily chart is still bullish. Bitcoin is holding up as well. That here, that bullish breaker was the entry, the trade of the day, at least for now. For those who entered of that gap. Okay, let's see. Okay, so for now, we are building some liquidity above this high. It's minor my side. Well, and we do have some liquidity building below these lows. Which I think we are going to take. Minor sell side. Okay, if we take down this minor sell side, then we may as well create lower low. Lower low. So that would mean hopefully break of structure. And then we can enter a short somewhere in the discount zone, sorry, premium. I am a little bit tempted to go long off this gap because it just looks so juicy. But I am very conscious about this structure here being broken. So if I entered somewhere here or here, that would be a scalp, quick scalp. For now, it looks like, at least for now, yes. You could treat this as a break of structure, which basically means you could enter of this, enter short of this volume imbalance here one time and then second time. Okay, so that could be potentially 220-point scalps, or it could be one longer trade to take these lows here for 50-point scalp. Both good ideas. Again, I am not 100% sure if this can be treated as a break of structure. Because technically this is still higher high, higher low. Let's see. Oh, we are bouncing nicely after taking this liquidity. Not a lot of this here because obviously this is just minor, but still. So you can delete that. Now the question is, do we break the structure here? Well, technically now we went lower. Lower here, and the lower here. Just I would like to see a little bit more of a dump here. To be more confident that this is true. Then we have a gap here. Another gap here. Let's see if this is going to stay open. So this gap got closed. And there is this one. Okay, so this could be potential area for a short now if we are bearish. I am not fully convinced just yet. And I will regret a second probably. This looks like a short now. Lower high, lower high, lower high. Gap, bounce of the gap. Moving up to this order block here. That is if we are bearish. I'm gonna take a very quick short here, a very tight stop loss around 80. So let's see if this is going to work out. Because otherwise we will be just sitting here doing nothing. Let's see. A little bit late entry, but I wanted to see how it reacts. Here, where's my stop? Stop should be here. That's a risky trade, but we'll see. I'm not gonna risk more than 3, maybe 4 points above this. But if it dumps, then I would like to potentially target this gap here, these lows and this gap, like 30. I don't think we're gonna get that chance. Let's see. Mm-hmm. So that looks like it wants to go higher now. 9. Yep. Okay, so that's probably going to be a loser. Mm-hmm. So that's a loser, 11 points. That was a short of this candle. Let's see what's going on. Okay. So is this okay? So this is higher low. was short 169. And 69.75. And the stop was 181. Okay, and the target was this gap. Okay, so now we would be looking for a trade to the upside, hopefully. Let's see. We need to put this in the journal. Again, I had a little bit late entry here again. Okay, we are definitely moving to the upside now. So fourth trade, lost 11 points. Net positive on the day, but by not a lot. So that looks very bullish right now, potentially bullish. Let's see. Can we bounce from here? Or will we go down and test this order block here? Or is it all just mind game and we are going to dump from here? What time is it? 11:32, okay. So we've been going up all day. There is a chance at least we should go down. I wonder if this is a move to take down the liquidity and move down or not. Let's wait and see. I'm looking at the 5-minute candles as well to see if it closes higher. Okay. So if this candle closes above that high, I would be very tempted to go long. It doesn't look like that from the 1-minute chart though. It looks like grab of liquidity, but let's give it a chance. 17 seconds. That does not look like it's going to close here. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and no trade on this candle. There's nothing going on the 2-minute as well. Just a range. So let's switch to our chart and watch what's going on. Potential for long, so we broke the structure to the upside. Potential for long on this level, probably this one better. Let's see. If you hear screaming in the background, that would be my kids. Okay, should I take another trade here or should I not? According to the rules, I should. So we have to put that trade on. Looks like it's gonna dump now. But let's see. Okay, I'm in. I'm gonna put a few points down. Actually going to build it up a little bit maybe. We switch to trade. It's a big dump, quite strong. It's gonna stop me probably. 55. If it's bullish, then it should not stop me. 55. I'm gonna open this up a little bit because it may actually want to go to this order box of 40. Actually, no. If it's bullish, then it's gonna go here. If it's not, then it's gonna dump. Let's see. Let's see, 4, 5 points, 20 points at least somewhere in this vicinity here. 20 points, maybe. Can we get 20 points? I'm getting tired right now, so let's see. Doesn't look like it wants to go. Shall we move to break even? 9 points. Okay. 10 points, 11 points. That should definitely go up from here if it's bullish. And if it's not, then it's gonna down. And I don't like this idea. I like the structure as it is now. To move higher, we entered at discount, really nice entry. But it needs to prove that it wants to go higher. And I am very impatient right now. I'm gonna move to break even. And you need to move higher now. Come on, Nasdaq. You can do it. Give us 1000 points to the upside. I don't like what is it doing right now. I don't like it. It should take off now. Okay, we're gonna get stopped. There is this volume imbalance here that it may still bounce off. But in that case, I would probably prefer to enter above here. Again, if it's gonna do this. Let's see. I am still going to put my stop loss below here. That was probably a stupid entry. We'll see. Okay, so it seems like it's using this volume imbalance between those two candles as support, but let's see if it's enough. So far, okay. But again, I don't like the fact we are doing this here. I don't see the break of structure here just yet. Is this going to be a loser? I'm not gonna risk anything more on that trade. Yep, that stopped. Okay, so not very good. Not very good. But maybe in 1 minute we are going to get another opportunity for the trade. Let's see. Okay. See, midpoint of that gap. We talked about this. Minute. Okay. Sell. If we can get the fill. Okay, we're gonna exit this, move back to the 1 minute chart, and now because we have broken this structure, this might as well be liquidity grab, but we should be entering short somewhere here. Let's see. Okay. It's again a strong candle, so I'm not gonna risk a lot. But I am going to probably take a short here. I'm just gonna give it a few moments. It's working the way up. Let's take the short here and see if this is going to work out. My stop will be tight again, like somewhere here. Let's see if this is going to work out at all. Okay, we had the break of structure. Let's see. May want to go to this higher order block as well. So we'll see. I don't mind. That's where I want my stop loss. Last chance. Okay, that's a stop out. The first one was fifth trade, lost how many points? It was 11 points. The first, let's put this on the chart. There may be another trade in a second on the 5 minute. So I'm gonna watch it because I think this was the mind game. So we basically took the stop losses here, moved down, took the stop losses here, bounced off that, and moving higher. But again, a little bit too early to say. I'm gonna mark those trades. So this was 11 points stop. So that was here. Yeah, I was looking at order block as well. Maybe I should wait for this one. Let's see. I took a long here, that was break even. I took another long here, which was stupid. Okay, hang on. I need to switch to I'll try one more trade here, see if it finally breaks through that. If it gives me no, I have the fill now. Let's see. This is going to be a last trade of the day. Okay, this is on the 5 minute. We had the second strong candle. This is a little bit of an inside close here still, which is in this order block. But let's give it some time to work. And the target here, if it goes finally, would be 232. 250. 250 is nicer. 265 is that order block. 265. Okay, let's see. Let's see if it's gonna start moving or not. Okay. 50 to 50 to 65 in terms of targets, but we'll see what's gonna happen on this candle. Plus we have at 233 that fair value gap from 7th October. We'll see how it reacts to it. So far not good. This is a terrible looking candle on the 5-minute chart. My stop is below the signal candle. We'll give it a minute to make itself look nice, hopefully. And it's 12 o'clock right now. And I don't think this wants to go up anymore, at least not at this time. It's 12 o'clock. Okay, one way or another, this is the last trade. So let's see how it plays out. See, I don't like entering trades on the 5-minute time frame because they sometimes takes a while to play out as well, one way or another. Volatility is decent. Plus, with the strategies in the 5-minute time frame, we are pretty much entering at premium. So we'll see. Give it some time. There is a gap here. As long as we stay above this gap, we should be fine. If we start penetrating it, then we might be trading to this gap, or even this order block, or even this one, which would still be acceptable for the move higher. But that also means we would get stopped out. So hopefully not. So while we sit here, let's work out these previous trades. So I took the trade here, which was at 176. 176. 25, and this was Stupid trade. I should not be entering here, and it backfired. And we got stopped out 153. 153 on the big candle, and we were targeting upward. Okay, so that was one trade. So that was minus 23 points from 176 to 153. Yep, so that's 23 points. And then we entered. What did we do here? And 63 to 152. To 70. Okay, so this was one trade. And then we moved up. And it seems like I shorted. Ah, I know what I did. Okay. So I shorted off this level here, which was 165.50. Here. And that was a short to go to the view up at least, and my stop was 182. 182, which was below above this line. And we got stopped for 16 points again. Okay, so sixth trade. Lost how many points? Did we say 16 points? Okay. So this one was okay-ish because we broke the structure and I entered within those two candles here. So this was clear manipulation to me. Okay, so that didn't work out. Now we entered another trade. Hopefully it's not gonna take 2 hours. We're moving up a bit. And we entered this here. That is exactly 200 level. 200 level. So that was here 200. Okay, with a stop 155. Okay, and we are targeting 250 at least. That's a big ask. So let's see if it's gonna give us or not. We have 20 points right now on the counter. Let's see if we can make a few more or not. We cannot lose on this trade right now, so I have to move the price to my stop to break even. And did I put this straight in the chat? Okay, let's see how this one plays out. Doesn't look good right now. Here, we moved up. Okay, let's see. This one here, we're moving up. 6. Should be looking at this chart better. The goal is closer. Okay, 17, 16 points. I don't like how it looks like in the 1 minute. I'm still hoping we can reach there before we get stopped out. But in order to do so, we really need to start moving. This is a risk-free trade right now. And it does not look like it wants to go. 12:10. Okay, the market should start moving at 12:10 a little bit. My stop is at 200. Looks bad on the 1 minute. We have this gap here, but we are digging deeper and deeper into it. And I think we are gonna get stopped. Twelve o'clock. 12:10. I'm not 100% sure if I want to sit there and wait until it hits my target here, because I am really tired and it's getting late here. 20 points, good profit. I would like a little bit more, but it has to start running immediately. 21, give us maybe 30 points, at least to 33. Here, can you go another 10 points? I mean, seriously. This looks bad on the 1 minute. Or maybe not so bad just yet. I do not like this structure. Okay, please start running now to the upside. See? There is pretty much clear sky here. I know we are fighting the previous lows on the 15-minute chart, but Nasdaq, I believe in you. Let's see how this 5-minute candle closes up. "20 seconds to close up the 5-minute candle. Are we going to see the pop? There we go. Pop above this 5 would make me bullish. Inside close. Don't like it. Okay, 26. Move. Come on. Okay, I want 20 points out of it. It should start moving now. Okay, my stop is below this floor now. That does not look like it wants to go. I think I'm gonna close this trade. Shit. We're gonna go up. And now needs to go down now. What? One way or another, I'm closing this trade. 19 points. If it's going down, then I'm closing this trade. Okay. Closed. Okay, I can't sit through it. Like I said, I'm not patient. It's just too long. Okay. That's why I prefer 1-minute trades, because I get the resolution quickly. So let me switch to this chart. See how long it took. Yeah. So I exited at 219. Obviously it's gonna go up now, but I don't care. 219 was my exit. Okay, so we got 18 points, something like that. That was 7th trade, 119 points. Okay. It was 16 points loss, and this is the winner. So overall, how did we do today? Not so good from what I can see. 10 points negative. Does this correspond with what I put in the chat? Break even, plus 21, plus 10, minus 13, minus 40, plus 20. So it should be minus 20 points. I'm not sure if I did put in the chat all the trades because it looks like I am 10 points negative. Even less actually, because that's commissions. So I'm less than 20 points negative. £20, that's about 7 points negative. Okay, that's probably because some of the trades, the losing trades, maybe they were half the size, and hence the difference. Okay, and the winning trades were full size. So maybe that's why. Anyway, we are ending the day with 7 points negative. 7 points negative. And that's it, guys. Okay, so we will have to move the prop accounts for tomorrow, hopefully, or maybe next week. Tomorrow will be shorter stream because I need to go to do some things. And it's Friday, but I should see you. And I guess that's it for now. Okay, thank you very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.